All right, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the video is When Saints Go Marching In. This is coming from the artist Danny Kaye and Louis Armstrong. Guys, I love Louis Armstrong. I don't know who Danny Kaye is. Like I grew up playing the trumpet, specifically trumpet, cornet, French horn, tuba, oboe, bass, clarinet, etc. I played 7 instruments growing up. And growing up in New York, obviously, I was just like, hold on, guys. I want to see. I want to know everything about Louis Armstrong. So my aunt, I remember I was really young, and maybe 10 or 11 or so, and she took me to the Louis Armstrong like museum in Queens. And I remember like right across the street is like a place where you can get like knishes and things. And so I remember eating that thing for the first time. Also, I was just like, this is delicious, and I'm like seeing Louis Armstrong's museum. This is amazing, right? So that's my like little like slight story of why I was moderately obsessed with Louis Armstrong growing up. Again, I'm a New York kid. Um, played the trumpet. Oh yeah. But either way, let's go ahead and jump into the song immediately. I do know of the song, but I'm not sure that I know the variant from him. But either way, let's jump into it. I absolutely went to the wrong one. We gotta go to this one. Let's go. It has to be here. Either way.
Well, you want to give me a key or something? Put me to work.
When the saints
go okay.
Marching in, when the saints go marching in.
Okay, definitely this guy Danny is like in fact like a crooner. Like from that era that I absolutely love music from, bro. Like I mean I love Frank Sinatra for a reason. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that he was like this crooner-esque style of singer. Don't get me wrong here, Bobby Darin also, but mainly Frank Sinatra.
Well, you want to give me a key or something?
Let's do it, guys.
Put me to work.
When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, I wanna be.
His ad libs are legendary.
When the saints go marching in, and when the saints go marching in,
who's gonna play all the day when the saints go marching in?
Well, Louie, I'll explain that now. The mostest and the greatest,
from the oldest to the latest,
gonna play in the band in the great bandstand when the saints go marching in. Louie, what about Brahms?
He laid no bomb.
And Chopin?
Solid man. And Bach, that great old master.
Yeah, that great old master was a gasser.
Yes, but Mozart the most with all he had.
With the symphonies and operas and all that jazz. When the saints.
Do you dig Rachmaninoff?
On and off.
Rimsky?
Of course, Ravel and Gustav Mahler.
Yeah, but don't forget Fat Swallow.
I wouldn't do that. List that's a twist that you can't resist.
Yeah, put Liz on that list.
When the saints go marching.
Oh my guys, wait a second. This better be on Apple Music. And I mean it better be on Apple Music. It is. Good.
And often pop.
Do you dig him, John?
Very often.
Well, Frere Jacques, I dig you, Jacques,
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect to hear that in the middle of the song here, guys. Not like truth be told. I remember learning to play that song on trumpet, specifically kind of growing up again, right? Like, I mean, I didn't expect to hear that in the middle of When the Saints Go Marching In, right? But no issues here. Like, I love this vibe. The vibe itself feels like incredibly infectious to me. It feels like it just makes you smile hearing, well, for me at least, like hearing music like this. I'm absolutely infatuated with the genre or style of big band music in general. And like these old style of like recording and like how they delivered things, like the end product that we can kind of listen to nowadays. Like we can hear like the vintage sound kind of in everything. Like this sounds, this is amazing to me, bro. Okay. Like no joke at all when I say this here. This is going to end up being a mainstay, specifically in my my daily rotation of things, guys. Specifically coming from this genre, and I mean like this, like immediately. Oh yeah.
Well, Frere Jacques, I dig you, Jacques, I dig you, Jacques. Massenet and How about Wagner?
Devout
And Haydn?
who
Joseph Haydn.
Who?
Haydn.
Will let him come out.
Paganini.
Rossini.
Toscanini.
Puccini.
Hachaturian.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. And what's his name?
Read these out.
And you know that.
Yes, keep these out.
Things don't exist like this anymore. They don't. What? Guys, wait a second. Like this is hold on. Like there is no way I don't think for anything like this to exist like large scale. Like not anymore here. I think this time is in fact over. Like this level, like for example, like how they're delivering this specifically, like Hmm. Like their mutual energy on stage kind of dictates to me that they're most likely closest people, if that makes any sense here. Um, the way that they kind of have the ability to both kind of like just mirror each other is not something you specifically learn in like music class, guys. This is something that feels like it transcended the idea of music with how they're able to basically mirror each other. Obviously, this is like a you know, this is probably not the first time they did this, right? This is just a set, if that makes any sense here. So this is probably like heavily practiced and things like that. But I think how this was delivered was spectacular. And again, I'm not sure anything like this can even exist specifically in the time that we're in. Everything just it's just different. Like the energy of the world, unfortunately, is like massively different and too different for something like this to exist, unfortunately. Like bring this back. I would love to hear like real instruments playing. This is kind of why I'm like generally attracted to like live performances. And it's because you can kind of see what the artist actually is without like all the additional, nonsense and things like that. One of my favorite songs specifically coming from Louis Armstrong is probably going to be Mac the Knife. And it's interesting because like that song specifically is it's a troubling song because it's like a gangster song, right? It's just a gangster song, if that makes any sense here. But it's in fact one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs I listen to on a regular basis, actually. Like if I was to look at my Apple Music and see exactly what I listen to most, it's probably going to be like top three is going to be Mac the Knife. Not specifically from Louis Armstrong. My favorite variant of the song itself is going to be um, the joint collaboration between Frank Sinatra and Jimmy Buffett, uh, being produced by Quincy Jones for the duets album. I think it was on the second disc. I forgot the track number, but it was maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there, guys. It's definitely not in the early stages of the second disc of the duets album produced by Quincy Jones for Frank Sinatra. Right, it was a whole like beautiful album that was basically a full joint venture collaborative like type of thing. Guys, I love that thing. I love that song in general. I love the way it sounds. Louis Armstrong's version of the song itself is spectacular. I'm not going to sit here and slight him because, again, when I say my favorite song from him is Mac the Knife, but I think it's just the song I'm generally attracted to, right? Along with Bobby Darin's version, right? And I think Louis Armstrong's version is so like absolutely iconic that even Frank Sinatra, within the collaborative joint venture with him and Jimmy Buffett, they basically gave Louis Armstrong specifically a shout out in the song itself while they were singing it. Guys, just understand how iconic Louis Armstrong's version is. But I do again prefer Frank Sinatra's version because I am a absolute fanboy of Frank Sinatra, like by default. I don't know what it is, right? Growing up in New York, right? So it is what it is, guys. Sorry. Same thing with Louis Armstrong, but more so Frank Sinatra. I think. I'm telling you, I've heard more of his music than anyone else's coming from that era, at least. But listen, guys, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments if there is anything that I should be listening to from either of these artists that I have not encountered. And I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. Or if you think I've heard it and we need somewhat of a refresher, let me know immediately, guys. I like this. Again, I love the genre. But listen, in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies. And I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.